For us, it's really about creating something that you can treasure, but also something you can be really curious about.
All the fabrics we work with are like dead stock fabrics sourced in Italy, but we try to always work with the highest quality possible.
Down here, it's really about creating an original product, but also focusing so much on making the best possible craft. I think a good product in a good quality with an interesting design, people tend to keep it in their closet longer because they feel like it can add something new to their wardrobe and a new way of, kind of defining themselves. I think if you can create a good story about a product so people kind of understand more about how, it's made and, why it looks the way it does, I think people will kind of adapt that story and use it, when they talk to their friends and kind of when they explain about the things they're wearing. So I think for me, the ultimate goal is people really want to hold on to our pieces for a really long time.
We have the benefit of having the main part of our productions here in Bali, where I spent 5 to 6 months a year, but our headquarters are based in Copenhagen. At least 2/3 of our fabrics are certified, and we constantly work on more groups to be certified. When a fabric is approved, we look at it with a design angle. What is the potential of the fabric? How can we design a beautiful piece without mixing fabrics and not spending too much fabric? As you can see, colors are very important for us. Many of our colors are dyed in the sun, which gives a special and very beautiful expression. All water that we use for the processes are cleaned afterwards and ready to be reused.
We primarily do unisex collections. Of course, we do skirts and we do dresses as well. But
guys can wear that as well,
yeah, they can wear it because we always use super stretchy materials for items like that. And of course, we always fit everything we make on men and women. And it's not really, I don't think that we really assign a gender to a specific style. We just create what we like and try to have in mind that everyone should be able to use it and wear it.
One of the things we do is try to work with a customizable aspect of our clothing. With our split bomber jackets, for example, they are, always have the same pattern, and they can be cut up in the middle with a zipper, allowing, the customer to, once they get tired of their old jacket, they could just, buy another half or a new jacket, and they could customize it in a way that no other customer would have. So it's like giving them the opportunity to, buy a new jacket and give the old jacket more life. That's one of the aspects we do. Of course, we offer repair service for all of our clothes because we have our own in-house sewing facilities or small factory, how to say it.
Yeah.
So we offer repair service for everything. Another thing we're introducing actually in the new year is a buyback service for all of our old clothes. Since a lot of the things we do comes in very limited quantities or one-offs. That means once it's sold, it can be sold again.
And it's really nice to give people the option to buy something that is used.
We do work in a composition of materials where it's actually possible for us to take it back, and the way we are making it by not breaking the thread, we have these options to kind of create something new. Some of these things is really important to kind of think about early on because they do take a lot of handling, and we have to take it into consideration in the way we design now if we want to do this in the future. It's quite natural for me to kind of test it and see it on different bodies all the time. And I think one thing is that we have a material that kind of makes this possible, but another aspect is also that every time we kind of see a style on a different body and a different type, we kind of gain something new and we see something new in that style. So I think for me, it's I really want to create a product where everybody feel like they can use it, but it just has a different look. Because it's also kind of a way of feeling like you can personalize your styles, so you don't feel like you look like everybody else in it, but the things you're wearing it with and your body kind of affects the way we see it.
It's not only a question of how to reduce the energy or to clean the water, it's everything. We produce based on orders to avoid stock and in the end to avoid waste of clothing. At the same time, we focus a lot on how the style can last longer and potentially turn into a vintage piece. And we deliver true to season earlier in the season to make sure the clothes will be sold for full price rather than going into sale. By the end of the day, the more consumers require CRS-friendly initiatives, the more all companies will have to work accordingly to the demand. There is always more to be done, and we can all improve and be more transparent with each other. With that said, I find it truly inspiring to work side by side with so many of the Scandinavian brands taking steps within responsible development.
When we started, we have already, picked out the fabric. It's like we're pretty far ahead in the process when the sampling begins.
Yeah.
This jacket, for example, when we had created the pattern, and then we see the fabric right there, and then, oh, this would be good for this jacket. And once we get the sample, we don't have an alternative to it. That's the pick we made.
Yeah.
So we gotta make it work. Deadstack Fabrics hasn't come out of the need of needing a sustainable alternative to regular fabrics. It's just been outlet fabrics, so where you have a big mall to sell all the old clothes for super low prices. You would have these Deadstack warehouses doing the same with fabrics. When you go to a super sale or an outlet mall, it's always there is often only one size or two sizes left of that exact product. You know that feeling, and that's the same with Deadstack fabrics. There could only be 50 meters left or 30 meters. Once it's gone, it's gone.